Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. We're halfway through the work week. We are taking a look at the weather for today and for the next couple of days through the weekend. And just want to make sure my audio is working a-okay. And it sounds like it is. If you have any questions, let me know about the weather through, Sunday and even through Monday so far. Just hot, really. Through San Antonio, we're looking at about 100 degrees by Saturday and Sunday. For today, about 95 in the city. Okay, so far, pollen count has increased a little bit, nothing heavy as of today. Mold, pecan, and willow and grass are all light, nothing moderate, nothing heavy, and nothing extreme. But if you're sensitive to mold, that's still lingering around. That's at 380 as of the latest pollen count from this morning, and that is very light here in San Antonio. What to expect for the forecast for today? Mostly clear. We have a good amount of cloud cover overhead right now, but that'll eventually clear out by this afternoon. Breezy winds will be moving at about 20 miles an hour today, so a good breeze to keep the air moving. And hot today, around 95 for San Antonio. Trending hotter through the weekend, and that's probably the main takeaway from the forecast. It just gets hotter and hotter. We're at the end of spring, but we're still in spring nonetheless, and this is a very summer-like pattern that will remain locked in for the next 7 to 10 days, and not much changes after that. Hazy skies and lower air quality. We'll chat more about why that's happening in the region in just a bit. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast. 88 at 1, 95 at 3 and 4 o'clock, and we should top out around 96 to maybe 97. When you add on and tag on humidity, it'll feel more like about 100 to 101 when you factor that in. So it's going to be very humid. Hot today, morning clouds. That's a live shot with our sky cam and one of our cameras here at KENS 5. But yes, big takeaway, no rain, cloudy right now and sunny for the next couple hours here in San Antonio. So let's chat about the air quality. Notice the fire icons in central and southern Mexico, near the Yucatan, near the Bay of Campeche. There are fires that are going on and have been ongoing for the last couple months. And as a result, when you get southerly winds this time of year, some of the smoke from those fires can transport hundreds of miles farther north, farther northwest, and what that can do is impact the air quality. And you can see on this particular map, the surface winds are coming in from the east, but they start to funnel in from the southeast near the Texas Gulf Coast, which is why there is going to be some haze out there, and that'll produce some lower air quality for San Antonio and surrounding areas for today and for the next couple of days, likely around the region. And you can see here's another satellite image. We've kind of tweaked the parameters of this, but you can see from Mexico City to Monterrey down into Central America, all those plumes you're seeing in the lighter yellow and orange color, those are high concentrations of smoke being burned from the sugar canes out in central and southern Mexico. So this is the culprit for why we see lower air quality around San Antonio and much of the region. And as long as this remains in place, that'll be the trend. Now, usually for agricultural burning this time of year, it usually ends at the end of this month through early June as growing season begins in June and July for that part of the region and that part of Mexico. So haze, not going to be around forever, but again, right now it's a little hazy and the air quality is lower because of this right here, the agricultural burning out in southern and central Mexico. Right now it is 82. It feels like 84 when you tag on the humidity, the dew point at 67. Thankfully, we have the breeze. That's our solace. We have winds moving at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. But notice we have a dry line out west, the ridge of high pressure out near Louisiana. When you're on that side of high pressure, that just funnels in more humidity and Gulf moisture, and that's why it's so humid today. High temperatures near 96, but the heat index will be near 100 degrees in some areas around San Antonio. But the area that is in West Texas, along that dry line that in West Texas near, let's say, San Angelo, Midland, Big Bend National Park area, that'll be the focal point for storms out west later on tonight. It's not going to be anywhere near San Antonio. Maybe a lingering shower tonight for Del Rio, but San Antonio and most of the area will stay just warm, breezy, and clear tonight. In the meantime, temperatures are pretty warm right now. 86 in Pleasanton, 88 in George West, 80 at Fredericksburg, and about 85 at Pearsall, 84 at Carrizo Springs, and 81 in Del Rio. Very warm out there, and again, temperatures are going to skyrocket as clouds clear, and we see a lot of sunshine later on this afternoon. Good news, the breeze maintains and stays steady, a stout breeze from the Gulf of Mexico, 10 to 15, in some spots up to 20 miles an hour maybe. These are sustained wind speeds. So gusts can get, near 20, but overall just a gentle light breeze from the southeast for your Wednesday. And what that's doing is reinforcing more humidity, which is why dew points is very tropical right now. It's a very tropical atmosphere. Matter of fact, Seguin at 71 right now, their dew point. And again, this is setting up a very humid atmosphere for today. So high temperatures maxing out middle to upper 90s, which is about 10 to 15 degrees above average for May. So it's a very summer pattern that's locked in. And maybe a few clouds lingering between Pleasanton, Pearsall, Cotulla, and George West today. So we'll call it partly cloudy to mostly sunny for your Wednesday. 90s heat index near 98 to 100 to 101 in some locations. By late tonight, after midnight through tomorrow morning, more clouds built in. Morning lows bottoming out in the upper 60s, probably the lower 70s because of just such high humidity. Really not going to get cool overnight. And by Thursday afternoon, 24 hours from now, tomorrow afternoon around 96 to 100 once again, and you'll see near Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, Eagle Pass, where the air is much drier. There's less humidity out west near the Rio Grande. The air temperatures usually skyrocket faster near the century mark, and that'll happen today and for tomorrow as well. And watch the upper level pattern. It kind of backs off a little bit through Friday, but watch what happens as we progress through the weekend. It builds out in Mexico. And from Southern California to Louisiana and Texas is right in the middle. By Saturday and Sunday, another ridge builds in, strengthens, and amplifies, and that'll cause a lot of sinking air in the atmosphere, and bottom line, just creating another record-challenging weekend for San Antonio up ahead. So if you like the hot weather, this is why. The high-pressure dome sets up in northern Mexico, specifically between now and August, and it's setting up a little early, and that's why we have a lot of warm air aloft and at the surface here in the region and across the Lone Star State. And not much happens through Monday. So for the next 7 to 10 days, stays very hot. We'll trend hotter by Saturday and Sunday with highs near 100 and 101 in the city. Lunar eclipse begins Sunday night. So if you are big into astronomy, or if you're a big stargazer, this will be interesting because it'll be happening at night with the moon. It'll be a full moon from what I understand, and the best time to see the maximum lunar eclipse will be late at night. So basically you're going to see the moon, illuminated in the night sky, but as the lunar eclipse happens, the moon will shift into the Earth's shadow, and that'll create a darker reddish color on the moon around 11 p.m. On Sunday night, and it should end around, let's say, midnight or so into early Monday morning. So best time to see the lunar eclipse will be Sunday night between about 10:30 and midnight, and that's for San Antonio, and the eclipse ends around 1 a.m. on Monday morning. So here's a 7-day forecast. We were talking about it gets hotter and hotter today, 95, 96 on Thursday, about 97 into Friday and Saturday, and you can see as we get into Sunday, it kind of ramps up. Look at this, 99 on Sunday, near 100 on Monday. So it stays hot and it gets hotter over the next 7 to 10 days around San Antonio. So prepare for more heat in the region and no significant rain chances, rainmakers. Because of that ridge of high pressure that really stays dominant in northern Mexico, any rain-making energy that tries to make it anywhere near San Antonio gets kind of deflected around that ridge. So you can see through Sunday, the areas of blue near, let's say, Vancouver, northern Canada, the northern plains, and in the Midwest, that's where the rain will be focused in, and you can see where San Antonio's kind of included relative to everyone else. That's going to be under the influence of that ridge of high pressure, and we just stay dry and sunny and hot for the next 7 to 10 days. So really not much variety. It stays very quiet here in the city, and you can see that with the 7-day mornings around 70 every morning going forward. Nothing cool. Average is about 65 for May mornings. So that's in the overnight hours. 65 is the average. 85 is the average for high temperatures. And you'll see we're trending way above that for the last full month of spring. Summer begins June 20th or June 21st. I'll have to double check on that. But really just a July and June-like pattern setting up and locking in for the next 7 days. So if you have plans to go to the beach, to the lake, to have fun outdoors, it'll be nice for that. Just bring the sunscreen, drink plenty of water, find shade when you can, take breaks, because this pattern lends itself to heat exhaustion, heat stroke. So please use caution if you're spending a long amount of time outside. If you're working outside, if you have friends or family doing that, please just advise them to drink a lot of water, because today will be hot, but it will be hotter by Friday. hotter by Saturday and hotter by Sunday and Monday. So this temperature trend just keeps going up, up, and up. We'll be live here at Ken's 5 at noon, so tune in then. For now, if you have any other questions, you can direct them to my page on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Feel free to add me, and just if you have any questions, let me know about the forecast. Anywhere really, from Houston to Dallas to Louisiana to Del Rio to Eagle Pass to El Paso. We'll be out here for the next several hours just kind of giving an update on the weather forecast and any questions you may have about the weather. Again, guys, have a wonderful Wednesday. It's going to be hot. Drink plenty of water. Stay safe. Enjoy this summer-like pattern in place, and make it a great Wednesday, and we will see you later.